What's going on, guys? I feel like we have reached a point in terms of like graphics cards, and especially with a beautiful company like Nvidia, we have reached greed to the point where if you don't get a 5090, nothing else is worth it. Obviously there are the mid class, the upper class, which is the 80 series class, and that was always the sweet spot. It's like not the sweet spot, but don't get me wrong, it's still an expensive card to get, even especially nowadays, to get an 80 series card, an 80 class graphics card. It's still expensive AF. But I feel like back in the days when the RTX 30 series launched in 2020, and as you may all know, they were all unavailable unless you were willing to sell your kidneys for a graphics card, you know, to enjoy some good old bugged mess of Cyberpunk, you know, on launch day. But all around, I feel like we have reached a point in terms of like performance where we're really not getting any new performance. We don't get any new raw performance, nothing. We are getting some AI sort of bullshit that just doesn't justify the price tag, neither like how much you have to like search around if you are willing to invest all your time to get a card like the 5090 or the 5080 on launch day. It's impossible, especially if you want to get it for MSRP, so like you don't have to like overpay for something that, you know, should not overpay for in the first place. But as you all may know, like PC gaming is not the same as it used to be. Like PlayStation like started to like port their games pretty like frequently, you know, if we can say like that. Like it had some great ports. Like I would say Days Gone is a pretty good one. I'm not sure if it was great on launch day, you know, but nowadays you can like go out and pick it up for $10, you know. Now Ghost of Tsushima is another one released last year around May. That was an excellent port. It's just pretty much fantastic. Like if you have been like playing Ghost of Tsushima on a PS4 Slim or even on a PS4 Pro, and if you haven't tried it on a PC, that's a no-brainer. You should just pretty much go out and try it. But like I feel like PC gaming has reached a point where it's more about, hey, we are releasing this new game for you. Are you willing to enjoy it at the highest settings? Well, go out and buy yourself a 5090 and turn on your 4 times frame generation in order to like enjoy a game. So like you can't enjoy it unless you turn on those things that only the 50 series will have it, because, you know, that's always a scummy move from a company like, you know, like Nvidia, honestly, because we all know they could be doing this frame, even the basic frame generation. Like if they would add the basic frame generation to all, let's say 30 series GPUs, including 30 series, and it would have at least the base frame generation, so that everybody who have bought 30 series, and I know we all pretty much have overpaid for it, at least the vast majority of us, we have overpaid for it. It's such a price, we paid like such a price that it was just not worth for. So like PC gaming is just, you know, turning to luxury stuff. Like back in the days of like 2015, 16, or even 2017, PC gaming used to be fun because of like building a PC is a fun project in general. Like it's just enjoyable to just, you know, build yourself a PC, and unlike on the consoles, you can do on your PC whatever the heck you want. You can like watch movies, you can edit videos, you can like do this, do that, anything you can imagine. Only your mind does stop you from doing a certain thing on your computer, right? And on top of that, it wasn't cheap, especially like it wasn't cheap, but it was certainly cheaper on the long run than buying yourself a console and, you know, just keep on buying the games that cost like, you know, a ton of money on the consoles, where the same game might cost a lot less on Steam. But the way how this whole direction and the shifting goes, like if you want to enjoy a game, get our latest and greatest graphics card, or just put your head into the toilet, you know, because you're really not going to enjoy any games unless you are willing to just spend 2K on a graphics card, you know, to enjoy a certain game where you might get like bored at because of how boring that certain game is, and it has like nothing to provide besides of the beautiful and gorgeous graphics. I did like never think about this, that I'm gonna say this like once in my life, but I feel like if this is what we have to like witness through PC gaming, then gaming in general is gonna be a lot more less of a hustle on the consoles than on the PC. I mean, you know, we PC players, I know deep down, we all love it because we love to mess around. We are playing the game obviously, but I guess like not as much as console players. We just enjoy like, you know, modding games and, you know, doing like fun stuff, but we're not really playing the game that much. We just, you know, want to have some fun there and enjoy our time, right? Because that's what gaming should be. I don't like this formula of like, you know, playing the game the way you have to play. There's this strict line and you have to like follow the certain path, and unless you're not gonna do that, you're not gonna get your rewards, you know? Like it's not that, like, I used to play games like that, but like nowadays I don't care about that. And that's what makes gaming boring for me. So ladies and gentlemen, take care as always, and see you in the next one.